In this video, I'd like to talk to you briefly about friendship and alliances and the difference between the two. What I used to do, and what a lot of people I know do, is that they forge mutually beneficial alliances between them and another person. And this alliance is based on convenience, it's based on survival, it's based on perhaps one person has certain resources that the other person can use and they trade them back and forth. And I can say that this is great for survival. Okay, it works. I mean, our entire business system, financial system works on this in a lot of ways. Like, I mean, if I have some resource to sell, say maybe I make cookies or something and I sell cookies, and then somebody else has you know, flour or something I need, or ingredients, and then I buy from them and then sell them back to finished product or whatever. I mean, very crude example, but survival has a lot to do with alliances, okay? But at some point you'll realize that an alliance is missing something. Alliances aren't always heart-centered. They can be. It is possible to have a heart-centered alliance. But it's most of the time not the case. Most of the time it's just a business relationship of some sort, regardless of whether there's any money involved. Of you have this resource, or you're entertaining and I entertain you, but there's not a true embracing of the other being in this. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is important as a spiritual aspirant for you, if you are a spiritual aspirant, to understand the difference, is because at some point you will start to discard your alliances and replace them with friendships. Friendships that also can be alliances, but you will learn to embrace another being regardless of whether they have something to give you or not. You see, when you have a capacity to connect truly with another being, you are not using them for anything. You are gaining so much just from the connection that you don't need to forge dysfunctional alliances with people that are sometimes inconvenient to you. You probably know what I'm speaking about. I mean, many people have alliances with their family members, or alliances with exes or friends, or, you know, people that are supposed friends, more like acquaintances. And sometimes these acquaintances have a lot of other stuff that goes with the alliance, sometimes inconvenient, like I'll help you move furniture, but you get me out of jail the next day, or or I take off with your wallet or something like that. We've all had bad friendships. I mean, everybody has had this experience where they've aligned with somebody for entertainment reasons and then paid the price later. So there's nothing wrong with this. You can do this, but as you chant mantra and as you meditate, you will tire of this sort of relationship because you can tell that there's something missing. And at that point, you turn from alliance to friendship. Alliance to heart-centered friendship, where you learn to see the beauty in another and embrace that regardless of whether you have something to gain from it. There's just an amazing experience just from the connection itself. Your ability to connect will be directly proportional to your ability to be happy. Connecting to another human being, or connecting to nature, a tree, connecting to your experience in every single moment, in the deepest way you know how, the deeper you can connect, the more deeply you will be happy. So at first, when you notice you have a lot of alliances in your life, you'll start to notice that these alliances are a lot of work to maintain, because there's something expected from you because you expect something from the other. As this becomes more difficult to maintain, you will start to search for something else. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you give a baby a breast to feed with, or to feed upon, You breastfeed the baby, but the breast is empty of milk. The baby can still try to extract milk from the breast, but sooner or later the baby will starve. And that's what's happening with alliances. There's a part of you that is starving. You are settling for a situation that is allowing you to keep your fears at bay. But in doing so, you are not receiving deep spiritual nourishment. Okay, so if this starts to happen on your spiritual path, just know that it's normal. It's not because you're becoming so judgmental. It's just that you're realizing that someone or something is incapable of connecting with you, or you are incapable of connecting with it or him or her. Okay, so yes, ideally you would connect with everything. But you can't make somebody be open. You can't make someone connect with you. And you can't make yourself connect with another that is too painful a situation for you to accept at that time. So again, this is accepting what your heart's telling you, not judging your heart first. You want to free other people from bondage as well as free yourself. You want to free other people from your expectation as well as freeing yourself from your own expectation. And saying somebody should play with you or be around you in a certain way is not freeing them. You are just keeping them in an alliance contract. Now, what's the benefit of this? Well, the benefit is you will start to build a group of people or a community that is more accepting of you for your real spiritual gifts or your real soul gifts, instead of people imposing upon you what they expect. And you will do the same. And when someone's real gift emerges, there is a different energy behind it that is sustainable. A sustainable energy will be able to continue. It gets its own fuel source. It doesn't have to leach energy from different sources all the time. It doesn't have to have lots of energy then shut down, you know, the back and forth. You know, a lot of you out there may be experiencing high amounts of energy then absolute shutdown. Sometimes this is because you are maybe using one of your talents, but it isn't your real soul gift. You are trying to replicate your successes from your life and continually do this. And then people are saying, oh, this is your gift. But it's not your true gift. Your truer gift will be self-sustaining. It will have a deeper amount of energy to fuel it. I hope I'm explaining this properly, and it's very difficult to explain, but a child is embraced for what a child is, and the younger the child, the more the child is just accepted. There is not this overwhelming expectation of what gift the child should share. This is how an ideal situation would be for you, if people saw you as something that was blooming before them and they were allowing that gift into their life and just accepting whatever it may be and not imposing any expectation upon it. So an ideal friendship or relationship would have more of this in it rather than the alliance situation. There would be the celebration of whatever is emerging, because whatever emerges from deep inside you must be perfect. Because it's coming from this true place of non-manipulation. There's no judgment. It's not based on fears. It's just based on the butterfly principle of you just spreading your wings and becoming the amazing being that you are, or realizing the being that you always were. So I hope this helps you understand why relationships may be changing around you as you embark upon your meditative yogic journey. And thanks for listening. Take care for now, and be sure to follow me on Google Plus if you want to know updates about our events and pujas and meditations and workshops and so forth. All right, take care.